All right, we'll just go over this real quick. You already read it and everything, so I'm just gonna cut to the chase here. So the way I did it, it's had dog food, cat food, and fish, or products, I should say. Universal is 200. There will be 83, 101, and 30. And then 27 had none of them, so those are your outliers there. 15 had dog and cat products, so this is 15 out here. 7 had dog and fish products only, so the 7 goes in here. Okay. 9 had fish and cat products but no dog products, so fish, cat, but no dog, so that means that 9 goes in here. Okay. So if you had this right from the beginning, you get 1 mark already if you filled it in. So if you make 1 mistake, I take off half. If you make 2 mistakes or more, then you don't get that 1 mark, in my opinion. Okay. So 1 mark as is, and then we'll do the other mark when we fill in the rest. Okay. So we don't know the middle, so we know that it's 7 plus x here, 9 plus x there, and 15 stays. Okay, so we just need those intersections somehow. It could be an expression, it could be a whole number. So we go 200 minus 27, and then we start adding 83, 101, 30, minus 7 plus x, minus 9 plus x, minus 15, and then you add the middle to it. That is using pi right there. Okay, and so this is 173, and if I add up these numbers for now, I get 199 at first, and then I distribute, so I get negative 7, negative x out of this, and then I get negative 9, negative x out of this, minus 15 plus x, like that. And obviously you might have done this in a different order. It shouldn't matter, right? Doesn't affect one bit how this is going to turn out. This cancels out here, so 173. Then it cleans up even more. If I take all the numbers, right, I combine all the like terms, I get 183 minus x, and subtracting 183 from both sides leaves you with negative x is equal to negative 10. That's actually what you want, right? Because then technically you just divide it by negative 1, so x is equal to 10. So 10 purchases had all 3 products, right? Had all 3 types. If you just say 10 purchases, I would be fine with that. Okay, so this answers this answers B. So if you have the setup like this, you already get 1 mark in my books, and then you get another mark for actually getting the right final answer. And you know along the way, if it's small mistakes, half. If it's major, I would take off. Like if you didn't distribute the negative, for me that is a major, so that'd be a -1. So 1 there, so 2 marks for B, all right? And now we can fill this in, and so I will just show you what the filled in diagram looks like, just for the sake of time, maybe not. Okay, I'll just do that here. So if this is 10, then you can fill in the rest. This is 5, okay? You use this to, right, you go 83 minus these 3 numbers, you get 61. You go 101 minus the 3 numbers here, that gives you 77. And 30 minus these 3 numbers gives you 4. Of course, if you made a mistake earlier, when I told you this is 1 mark, right? If you made a mistake there, these numbers are going to be different. So potentially you do get 1 out of 2 still if you did this right, once you determined the middle. Sometimes the middle is negative because your numbers just can't be right. So that's a different story. I would say if you have enough work, you still get, so the red part, if you have that filled in, you get another mark. So that's where the 2 marks for the diagram would come in. So 2 marks for the diagram, 2 marks for finding the middle. And now it says how many purchases contained at least one type of food. State the proper set notation to indicate this as well. If it says at least one, it's everything that's in these sets. So I'm asking for this, D union C union F, okay? And so that would be 200 minus 27 is the fastest way to do it, or if you like adding, just add up a bunch of numbers. So that'd be 173 purchases. I can write, it's just, I want to speed this up. So this is how I go. I'll give you half a mark for notation, 1 mark for the 173. Okay. How many purchases contain exactly 2 types of food? You got to go 5, 7, and 9. You got to add those up. So 5 plus 7 plus 9, whatever is in your diagram, that is. Okay. So if you add up these 3 numbers, that's why it's important to show it, that would be 21 purchases. Okay. So just 1 mark. How many purchases did not contain dog food? State the proper notation for this as well. So I'm asking you for this, right? No dog food. I hope that's what you read when I said that. So you go 200 minus dog food would be 83. Okay. So it's 117 purchases. Okay. So 1 mark for the 117, half a mark for the notation. Okay. What I would say here is, some of you might say, well, what about these 27? They had none of the 3. True. But you can still say they didn't take any dog food, right? You can still add them to the mix. So this is, this page, I believe, adds up to 8. 1.5, 1.5, that's 3, 4, 6, 8, yes. So this page is out of 8, so if you want to do that at the bottom of that page. And the back side, I will just show you. I will not shade that in, okay? So A union B not, the complement, those will be the outliers. A and B, I'm asking for this middle piece. Not B is basically do not shade and B, everything else goes. A and B, A and C, but not B. A and C, not B. That's the only, that's this one right here. Okay. And, that's just the center. And then I said, write the center not. So you basically shade in everything but the middle. 1 mark for each. So if you struggled in the front, this was kind of like hopefully a way to make up for it. Okay, so 8 and 6, 14 total. So put that mark on here next to your name. Your name is not key though.